Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you don't know me, if it's your first time here, my name is Jennifer and I run a business called Bauer Beauty and I'm an esthetician. It's a skincare line. I run a skincare line called Bauer Beauty and that is what this episode is about. This episode of Vlogmas is about me running a skincare company and how I launched a skincare company, how I created a skincare company. I actually filmed this video earlier. Yeah, I filmed this video earlier today, and it's funny because like I've just been doing my thing, you know. I haven't stopped to think this is my strategy, you know, like this is my strategy and I am going to create this company and I know exactly how it's going to be and these are the steps I followed. No. So when I sat down to film this video, I was like, well, wait a minute, I actually have no idea like how I did what I did. So in this video, I was like literally just going back and forth in my thoughts, but I finally figured out why and how I created a skincare company. I already knew why. How I created a skincare company. So I narrowed it down to a few steps, okay? A few steps. And then this could actually be applicable. It doesn't matter what kind of company that you like, it doesn't have to be a skincare company. It could be any type of company. These are kind of like the steps, the blueprint of what you would need to follow. Specifically like consumer products. Services are different. Consumer products are different than services, obviously, and consumer products require a lot more capital up front than services potentially. So, basically, I decided I wanted to launch a skincare line in 2014. I knew I wanted to launch a skincare line because I had already been through the ringer with skin. And I was like, you know, I just feel like this is like destined since I, you know, had this issue with my skin, acne for so long. It was such a big part of my life, my skin was. And I had always from a young age been gravitated towards skin. 2014, I'm like, well, I'm 27. I guess I gotta pick something I'm gonna do with my life. I thought I was gonna be a millionaire by the time I was 30, but fuck, I guess I'm not. So I'm like, let me just pick, you know, something. I guess it's gonna be skin because that's logically, that makes the most sense. So I picked skin, but then after that, it was quite a long journey because I wanted to get, you know, some education on skin. I wanted to become an esthetician so I could understand skin. But along the way, basically, if you want to be successful at any business, any consumer products business, you have to know, look at my dog, how he's looking at me. This is not normal. This is not normal. Sweetheart, what are you doing, baby? You have to know what you're gonna sell, how you're gonna sell it, and who's gonna make it. Those are the main questions that you need to answer before you can create a company. Those are the questions. Along this path, I didn't know this, of course. I didn't have like a manual. I was just going off my gut instinct. I just did a podcast about this, Jenny Talks, on iTunes if you guys want to listen. It's very like business political, so if you're into that. Also, I guess I should mention my Twitter, my TikTok, my Instagram, all Bauer Beauty. My Instagram's Bauer Beauty Co. And anyways, I was following my instinct, really, you know? So then I'm like, okay, who's gonna make my product, right? So I researched labs. Like I was just talking to labs for years, probably 2 years, talking to labs, corresponding with them, trying their samples, trying new samples, trying new samples, trying new samples, trying new samples, trying to look at their ingredient list. What can they modify? What can they tweak? What can they take out? Do they have essential oils? Blah, 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 blah. All over the planet, all over the country, talking to labs for years. So I had like a very good grasp of like who I wanted to work with when I knew, when the time was right. And then I knew I wanted to sell online because I had I had contemplated like, do I want to sell like, you know, to Sephora or Ulta or a drugstore? Like, do I see myself in like a storefront like that? No, I want to have complete control over my products, my customers, and I like the direct to consumer model. I feel like it's super scalable, it's fun, it's new, and it's where the future is going. So I knew I wanted to be online, and Amazon made the most sense to me. That was like what I concluded after all my research. Along the way, I had many ideas for different companies I want to launch, different products I wanted to launch. Like I knew I wanted to have a skincare line since 2014. So like every single thing I would just basically look like, how can I sell that, or would I sell that, or what would I do different, or how can I do this? Like, I've been analyzing that for a long time, and I've had several different ideas for products I wanted to launch, and all the products have one thing in common before my current company is I was really looking at like what I wanted to see in the market. I was innovating. The last few products that I had considered launching and wound up not launching were more like innovative. They were like just something that wasn't on the market yet, you know? And always I just came back to like that the fact that like this is just, it's not 100% validated because it's not on the market. I can't validate demand, and that's what always held me back. So when I discovered Amazon and like their platform is like, you can analyze the data, their customers are right there, you can look at the data, you can analyze the data, you can see what people want. It doesn't matter what you want or what you think the next big thing is going to be. It matters what the consumer wants, you know? And so after I discovered Amazon and had like a tangible way to read the data, I was like, oh, for sure, Amazon's the best way to launch a company because it mitigates the risk. You can look at Amazon, it's like playing a stock for me. Like you can look at Amazon and say, I know how much this product's going to make. You know, what else do you want when you're launching a consumer products company? Like that did not exist. Like without Amazon, there is not another way to do that. Trust me. In order to gather that information of that pivotal, crucial information of what product am I going to sell, the shit that surrounds that is very analytical, because what product are you going to sell as your first product? Like for me, I was being conservative and I'm like, okay, what am I going to sell? I know who I want to work with. I know how I want to sell it, but what am I going to sell? And like I said, I went through probably at least like 5 products that I was like, yes, I want to do that. Yes, maybe more, 10. I want to do that. I want to do that. And then I just never felt right about it. And it is that much of a chess game. You really have to be patient and instinctive when you are making these types of decisions. And I knew that there was a technique for how to pick a product on Amazon, and I knew that there was like Amazon classes you could take. So I wound up taking an Amazon course on how to sell on Amazon, and in that course they teach you how to read the numbers. I read the numbers. I saw collagen serum and I already knew what lab I wanted to work with, and so it was just like an easy, quick thing for me. It was quickly executed. It's literally insane. Within 4 months. 4 months. Okay, I have been deliberating for 6 years, 5 years, 6 years, deliberating. What should I sell? What do I want to sell? How do I want to sell it? You know, all those questions that I told you. And I finally, once they all came together, it just happened so quickly, and it was smooth. It was smooth in terms of, I thought the only things that could go wrong would be picking the wrong product and failing, or like, that's it. That's it. Basically your product fails. No, there's a lot of other issues that can happen. My product was successful from the beginning, but there were other issues I was facing. Every other issue that could possibly go wrong did, except for I know how to pick products. I know how to pick products, but I mean, it's just tons of baggage and trash and garbage when you have a business that you don't foresee, you don't know, you're not prepared, you don't know how to prepare for it, you feel like you're gonna die every single day. Is terrifying. But anyways, that's how I launched a skincare business. Basically, I knew what I wanted. I knew I wanted skincare, a skincare business. By the way, I'm missing this nail. I'm about to do my nails in a few minutes. I knew what I wanted. I knew I wanted a skincare business, and then I knew that I wanted it to be online, and then I knew that I wanted it to be on Amazon, and then I knew what lab I wanted, and then finally I knew what product to sell because I had the data. That was always the thing missing for me too, was the data. Like I said, it's like always something that came up, always a barrier that came up that I'm like, this doesn't make sense anymore, you know? And you really have to follow those, like, those instincts and those paths that you get sent down. If something is like, doesn't feel right, you know, like it's probably not right. So anyways, that's how I launched a skincare company, and you can do it too, or any business you want. You just have to make the decision, just commit to it. Like 2014, I was like, yeah, like I said, well, I'm 27, I guess I got to pick a business now. And I just picked skincare, and just stick with it. Don't change it. Don't change it. Even if you're 20, 21, whatever it is, like pick something and stick with it, because it doesn't matter what you choose. It's still going to be annoying and shitty. It doesn't matter what you choose. Just pick something. That's my advice, because what you need is time and patience and grit, but time and patience for the most part, because no matter what industry you pick, like I said, no matter what it is, it's going to take time and patience. So just pick something. I say always, like, pick something that has impacted your life in some way, that you feel like, oh, this happened for a reason, you know? There's like a lot of other steps, obviously. There's about a billion steps in between all of those steps, but that is the high level, and that is like a very concise way to explain it. And I'm so glad that I've realized now. Okay. So I hope you guys enjoyed that, and I'll see you guys in my next video.